Hey
Yeah.
Kylie, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about your experiences in the Mastermind program. You just recently finished with the program, and I'm so grateful that you were happy to come and share some of your experiences for other people. So, do you want to share a little bit about what you do and what caused you to be interested in the Accelerator? Because that was how we first met, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm a mental health social worker, so I provide mental health counselling to people using the Better Access to Mental Health Care initiative in Australia, which means that the cost is rebated a little bit by Medicare Australia. So it's a sought after accreditation because it makes you a little bit more marketable to lots of people out there seeking counselling. And when I found you, Sian, on Facebook, I was a bit lost as to how to get started and how to build a small business. I love social work and I love counselling people, but I really didn't do any business or marketing type courses in my tertiary studies. So I really needed some help.
And so you first went through the Accelerator, and what was it that you got from that made you want to come into the Mastermind, or what did you think you were going to learn that would be helpful?
So I'm only pausing because, just trying to remember back.
It's a long time ago now.
It wasn't, yeah. I think because it was the 5-day accelerator, and it always helps to be encouraged to think about what your goals are and what your income is and what you want it to be. And that's a good starting point. But from memory, the accelerator had, I really can't remember, Sian. I just know it had some really good content, and I thought, I really want to know more about that.
Yeah.
I feel like going to get my notes to check.
And so what were the biggest things that you learned in the Mastermind?
Yeah. Well, I learnt I still call it to myself the 250 list or the organic referrals process. And I really like that because it suits me because I like doing small things on a consistent basis. And it enabled me to brainstorm all the people that I know or have known who I could reach out and let them know in sort of a structured way that I'm now in private practice. And then contact them each month with something fun that's just for them that I make on Canva or Vistaprint, which is kind of fun in itself. And then every third time, send a little spiel about a case study or some new development in what I'm doing, and that call to action. If you know anybody like this who would like to talk to me about psychotherapy, so that's been great because people love getting stuff in the post and they contact me and say thanks. And it also enabled me to touch base again with people I hadn't seen for years and catch up with how they're going. And so your network just organically and naturally grows, which is nice personally and really good professionally. And I did notice fairly quickly that I got a few word of mouth referrals in that way. So it pays off.
Yeah. And how has your referral base grown from where you were when you first joined the program? I think, was it June, I think you came in? So from June to now, how have they grown?
I guess as a result of consistently writing to people, and that includes, there's kind of like alongside of the 250 list, it's writing to common referrers for a service like mine, which is general practitioners. So of all the referrals I got in the last 6 months of last year, about 50% come from GPs, and then another 20-25% come from other colleagues of mine who work in other parts of the city, and clients contact them, but they clients live closer to me. So I get, colleagues and other psychotherapists referring to me has come as a result of me being in touch with them and letting them know that I'm available. And then probably the rest, whatever percentage is left over, will be people finding me on Psychology Today, or word of mouth.
Yeah. And so when you started, you were a brand new practice. So where have you gone from then to now? How many clients do you see roughly now?
I probably see a steady 6 clients a week, steady. Yeah. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. And it's been a lull for the Christmas, New Year period, but it's picking up again now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what did you get from the mastermind that was unexpected?
Sorry,
I didn't ask you that question. I was going to ask you that question. It just sprung to mind. It was like,
no, that's okay.
What you got?
I think what I got was, I learned how to use LinkedIn a lot more effectively. And I got some connections with other allied health professionals that I didn't ever expect I'd have, particularly one in Melbourne who, I'm quite fond of, and we have a bit of ongoing contact. And I can watch her growth from afar and take pleasure in watching all the things that she's doing.
Yeah.
I know. I got some really good training and information that I just went back to last week for writing content, particularly content that is framed in a way that engages the reader, engages the prospect, if you like, with, the questions or the vulnerable story. And I just went back to that last week and wrote some of my own blogs and an email newsletter. And I was pretty pleased with how it went, because you've got the structure to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good.
Was that a big thing with the program? Because I talk a lot about it being templates, plug and play. Did you find that was a lot of what was in there? Like, it was quite easy to implement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the re-engagement emails, I use them all the time now. I've got a VA, she just rolls them out. She, you run a report of people who you haven't seen in a certain amount of time, and then you just send emails to them. And the script in the re-engagement emails is really, it's welcoming, and it's not pushy, and it's effective, because I do get people responding to that saying, I'll book in again. Yep.
And so if you were speaking to somebody and they were thinking about joining the mastermind and were on the fence, what would you say to them?
Well, I'd say that it's a really good investment of your time and money to get a broad coverage of a number of different marketing strategies. That if you haven't done marketing before, there will be at least one thing you've never heard of, and you'll think, oh wow, oh yeah, I could use that could work for me, and then you do use it and it does work. So definitely I really like hearing about other people in other countries and other states and what they're doing, even if it's a different profession. Because I'm curious in that way. So I really like that. And like I've said before, I didn't expect it because I didn't know you, but I did really appreciate the gentle persistence that you have with us clients to say, come on, you can do it. That's just on the right combination of confidence in your clients and not taking no for an answer. And so it did encourage me to do things that I probably would have delayed doing or procrastinated around doing.
Yeah. And I guess that comes down to lots of people going through the program and me knowing, that things work. So wanting you to do them, because what you want is on the other side of you taking that action. But it's easy to, want it to be perfect or not, not feel confident. And so I'm always trying to just chill you along to the other side so you get what you want. Inevitably new clients. So did you have anything else that you wanted to share, or any other anything else you wanted to say to anybody that might be watching?
I think I think that the whole program, the 12-week program, it's a bit like, this might sound a bit odd, but it's a bit like a really good novel. Like you read it and you enjoy it, and then you go back a few months later and you read it again and you get stuff out of it that you didn't see that was there before. So as you grow as a business person, you can go back and you can reread the worksheets and realise that now that you've grown a little bit, there's more in there that's adaptable and suitable, and you're ready as a business person and a practitioner to take that next step. So I think it's like a course that pays for itself over and over again.
On giving.
Yeah, it just keeps on giving.
Yeah. And but that is true. Like with you know, as you grow, you think about things differently, or you have, you know, like if you were talking about social media, you have different things to say. And so you want to go back because some of the things you ignored because they weren't relevant for you the first time now are relevant. So I really like that analogy. It's great. I like it. Well, if that's all you had to say, Kylie, I wanted to thank you for your time and thank you for being such a wonderful student. I loved having you in the program, and I'm really grateful for you taking your time to talk about your experiences today.
You're welcome. Happy to.
Thank you.